You can't spell demonic without dem. And the old adage of DC politics proves true once again. When your enemy is destroying themselves, don't interrupt them. Here is the plain and simple truth, and it goes way beyond politics. Democratic leaders are so sick in the soul and malicious at heart that they were incapable of clapping for a 13-year-old little boy with cancer. They refused to show support for the mother of a 12-year-old murder victim killed by an illegal alien. They sat there stone-faced with not the least bit of sympathy for the young widow of a murdered New York police officer who now has a simple 1-year-old child to raise without its father. It was the most malicious display you could summon up in the political arena. They could not share the joy of a young high schooler who was ecstatic, just erupted, when the President of the United States informed him that his application to West Point had been accepted. The inability to have empathy, coupled with the inability to feel good about someone else's good fortune, those are major markers of not emotional illness per se, as much as they are demonic control. 3 out of 4 Americans who watched that speech supported Trump's common sense points, because they are common sense. Yet, there they sat, those Dems, those demons. They sat there, seething in their humiliation and their deceit, likely hoping someone kills Trump. Even though the term hate is greatly overused, certainly by the communist left, yet in this case, it applies in spades. The Democrats are not just the party of hate. They are a party whose leadership is possessed by demonic rage, so intense and so powerful that they are incapable of empathy or sharing in joy. Normie Americans need to reflect deeply on this. The other side is possessed by the demonic mind. The demonic mind. The only fuel in their engine is rage. Rage against righteousness, rage against natural virtue, rage against natural law, rage against common sense. All qualities of the human condition placed into us by Almighty God, who made us in His divine image and likeness. The natural law written on the heart of man by God was inscribed to serve as a kind of North Star for us, to help us do the right thing, to guide us and steer us ultimately to Him. That is why the demons hate it and have worked like the insane beings they are to obscure it and convince people to reject it. That is the canvas that all of this is being painted on. Politics, it's just a means to an end for the demons to corrupt people's hearts. And now that natural virtue, common sense, natural law is beginning to reassert itself, they are raging. The demonic hates life, joy, compassion, empathy, truth, all of it, because all of that is a reflection of the goodness and the love of God, whom they detest. Democrats can never be allowed to have power in America again, ever. It's a party that is demonically possessed. They operate under the control and influence of the powers of hell. Coming to you from Houston, Texas, yeehaw, I'm Gary Michael Voris. God love you.